Yay! I'm live. Hello, everyone. Whoa, I've not been live in a minute, I feel. Let me get... Oh, I got my little Palo Santo. If you'd like to burn some, go for it. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to hop on here and express my gratitude for everyone who reached out with their well wishes as far as the pregnancy. I feel so seen and supported by community, and it's awesome reflecting on all the different chapters I've had in my maidenhood all across the world, meeting all different kinds of people, and then to bring baby into a world of such diversity, I suppose, and such connectivity and maybe a little alternative way of doing things every now and then. So yeah, thank you to everyone. I definitely kept the pregnancy under wraps for a while just because I really wanted to soak in the experience. The first trimester was a lot of processing and a lot of like, oh shit, holy crap, like what's going on type of things. And it was a great initiation into a lot of shadow work, a lot of inner child work coming up on this journey. And from the other side looking back, I love it so much. It's like, so in my experience, I found it so motivating beyond just being by myself to really look at my own shit. And I'm so grateful for all of the tools and resources I have up to this point to really prepare me for this journey. I keep getting feedback from people that say, oh, you're so more emotionally intelligent than where I was when I, got pregnant or became a mom. And not like I'm trying to compare myself to others, but it's something that I wasn't even thinking about, that I wasn't even giving myself credit for, that I'm so grateful that people have been able to mirror that back to me when it comes up for them. Just super grateful and super motivated to continue doing this work. Again, thank you to everyone who checked in. Just hopping on a live stream because I haven't been live lately and I wanted to talk on some things that have been going on and give you some updates. Also, happy new moon energy. How has the new moon been treating you? And are you feeling this little shift into fall that's been going on? Because I sure have. And if you see me like moving around like this, I'm sitting on an exercise ball. If you are like pregnant or like a mama out there or just like want more motion as you're sitting, we like sit a lot in our modern lives. They recommend an exercise ball to sit on over like a hard chair or something like that. And that's another thing. I feel like so much has come up as far as what to do while pregnant. That totally applies when you're not pregnant, as in, you can sit on an exercise ball instead of a chair. Make sure you get up and move around every 45 minutes instead of sitting there all day not moving. Make sure you rest well. Make sure that you keep your stress under control. Make sure you have a healthy diet. All of these things that, have already laid the foundation of a holistically healthy lifestyle also serve while being pregnant. So that's another thing that surprised me, just along the lines of how much I was already doing that then helped the pregnancy, which was surprising, you know what I mean? I'm here moving around on my ball, saying happy new moon to everyone and just dropping into some updates. If you are viewing the live stream, feel free to comment with any questions or comments that you may have, and we can have it be more interactive experience and all that. So new moon, thanks for the pregnancy. And I guess I wanted to reflect a bit on the first trimester of pregnancy. Like I said, a lot was coming up as far as shadow work and inner child work. And I can't even put into words almost how magical the journey has been. I know it's something that people talk about or like you might have heard before, but there's truly nothing like experiencing it, going through firsthand. And the first trimester is when I had a lot of nausea and stuff like that. But it wasn't like before I got pregnant, my concept of morning sickness was like this you woke up in the morning and just puked every morning, and it didn't have any correlation to anything. But in my experience, I found that it wasn't like it was morning sickness. It was just an overall heightened sensitivity to everything. And if you're already a highly sensitive being, you kind of know what I mean, as far as certain scents will trigger you, certain dyes and foods, certain things in foods might trigger you, make you swell up, have some type of reaction. And I found that that was more my experience. Like, I could directly tie what was making me feel sick to something in my environment. And I found it like a superpower, almost being like, whoa, how magical is my body that it literally expels anything toxic because it needs like a non-toxic environment right now. So like I said, it's like, it's nothing new. The intensity is just dialed up for pregnancy. So navigating that made me feel really empowered. It wasn't like, oh, you are just at the mercy of the gods and you puke whenever. Like, no, you can really have agency and navigate around these toxins to then be less affected by like a need to throw up or purge or something like that. But it truly felt like purging out toxins and shit that wasn't supposed to be in my body anyway. So again, I'm so grateful for how my body naturally works to expel those entities and all of that. And again, nothing different than not being pregnant, only like a heightened sense. So that was my experience. I'm sure everyone has their own unique experience. Let me know in the comments if that resonates with you or not, if you have gone through a first trimester. And then after getting over the mind fuck of like, oh my God, I'm pregnant now, and the heightened sensitivity of the first trimester, I have settled into the second trimester with such peace and grace and ease. It's been surreal. Like, I wish I could slow down this portion of it and like have it last forever, you know, but basically, yeah, the nausea and sickness has gone away. I continue to do things like exercise, eat well, navigate to the best of my ability around the toxins in my environment and all of that. And people keep asking me if I have cravings, and I truly don't, beyond what I've always craved, which is like novelty and adventure and these more abstract concepts. But as far as like I'm craving some type of food or something like that, I truly don't relate. And I'm not like a certified scientist, but I have a hunch that cravings might be just something being naturally out of alignment with the diet. And if you really get your diet right and eating clean, I don't think cravings would happen that much. Kind of like I said, comparing it to not being pregnant, if you are chemically dependent on things like red dye 40 or sugar or something like that, that hooks and motivates the craving. So again, if you have been pregnant, let me know in the comments if you've had cravings, and if you think like what your theory on like why we even have these cravings or not have the cravings are. But overall, second trimester has been super, super, super peaceful. And I'm naturally already a person who values peace and tranquility almost above all other things. So again, nothing is new, but I'm just way more motivated to hold that space for myself. Yeah, like I said, exercise and nutrition, really important during pregnancy and all other times. It's also been cool. Like, I'll let my body naturally kind of move how it's wanting to move into like different squats and arches and stuff like that. And then I'll do research being like, what are the actual best, you know, positions to stretch or do whatever for pregnancy, and how I'm like intuitively moving my body is kind of matching up with what, you know, what the search results are saying. So again, it's like such cool feedback to know that what I'm naturally doing aligns with what needs to be done or what could serve to make this like a far more beautiful, peaceful experience than if I didn't do these things. If any of you know me, you probably know I'm like knowledge hungry and kind of a nerd studying and all of that. And I've joined a Natural Mamas course that is breaking down lots of stuff I didn't know before that I'm really excited to continue. I've got some books ordered, and again, I just like have endless gratitude for the communities and the people that I'm connected with who have been not only on this journey, but on this journey with like a real attachment to valuing natural processes and real freedom and sovereignty and agency. And it's blowing my mind what some people go through, like what they don't stand up for, not knowing their own rights. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I know everything, but it's surprising as I'm hearing these stories and testimonials, things like the doctor won't let me switch positions or just little things like that. And it's like, yeah, you have the autonomy to move your body however the fuck you want to move it, period, end of story. So I love the deprogramming and the deprogramming of certain indoctrination and mind control that I have been under, just watching things on the media and stuff like that, and really feeling way more empowered, not only as a human, but as like a birth person, mother, on this journey, and then to go through it firsthand and provide feedback that will hopefully help other people on their journey, pregnant or not, but on the quest to feel more sovereign and empowered, especially during these times. Yes. Also, on a gratitude note, I'm so grateful for Midwives of the Veils, the teaching that originally brought me down to Guatemala at the beginning of 2020 last year. And overall, just all of the experiences that I've had with Red Tent, with moon magic, with goddess gatherings and circles, just all of the initiations I've already had into connecting with the divine feminine. That is like, very much a guiding force for me on this journey that I'm very grateful for, as well as the people, the human people embodying that frequency on the planet right now. Like I said, especially during these times. And yeah, I know some of you have been reaching out wanting to hop on calls with me and drop in a little bit. So I will leave a link in the description if you would like to hop on a call with me. And something else I wanted to say is you will have one last chance to work with me one-on-one before baby comes. I will be having a 3-month-long group coaching program / online course intensive. The main transformation basically being from panic to peace, to meet the highly anxious, highly sensitive, highly magical person and hold space for them as they're guided through a journey of activating and integrating their own intuition, diving deep into boundaries, diving into shadow work, and then finally manifestation, how we can overcome our limits and really create the lifestyle that we would like. And it's so crazy to think that this is the last offering I'll be doing before the baby comes, but that's what it's looking like. So essentially September 21st through December 21st, like the fall equinox to winter solstice, that is the chunk of time I will be dedicating to this work. And it is in light of all of the other work that I have done in service to healing and alchemizing the mind so that we can be more empowered. So yeah, I will also drop a link in the comments for the course description, and anyone can reach out to me if they are interested. That leaves like a few weeks to sign up, and like I said, this is like the last chance to work with me before baby comes, and I really don't know how much I will be doing after baby comes, as far as like short term wanting to be as present as possible with baby and not anyone or anything else. So I would say this is very much a key opportunity. If you've ever had like an inkling or a desire to work with me, this is it. And if it's not for you this time around, you can always follow my work on my YouTube channel, the podcast, the interviews, just the content that I have out, and everything that's on my website already. So yeah, I think that's basically it today. I don't think there are any questions coming in. So I'm going to hop off here, and yeah, I will link everything that I talked about in the comments, and I hope to hear from you soon. Peace, and thank you again.